Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening, Javon Donaldson.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Spirit of Pace Awards dinner. Right. Good evening. My name is Javon Donaldson. I'm a recent graduate of the Pace Performing Arts program in the Dyson College of Arts and Sciences, where I received my degree in BFA acting. Thank you. In fact, I just walked across the stage last month at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center to receive my diploma as a member of the class of 2022. I was fortunate enough to have the incredible experience of sharing my pace journey with my twin brother, Jordan Donaldson, who also just graduated with his BFA in acting. Jordan was originally meant to be alongside me tonight as my co-MC, but he recently was just cast in a musical and unfortunately cannot be here tonight. So that means for once in my life, I get to have the spotlight all to myself, and there's nothing he can do about it. Jordan and I grew up in Tennessee with aspirations of acting, writing, and making names for ourselves in the entertainment industry. Acting, it always gave me a way to escape the anxieties of life, to truly feel what it would be like, living as someone else. When I started performing in high school, I fell in love with every facet of the form, and Pace was the perfect place for me to continue to hone my craft. When Jordan and I arrived as freshmen, we were so excited to start working with the amazing instructors at Pace University. But what we didn't expect is that Pace would become much more than just a school for us. It became a home, a family, and a safe haven. Standing here 4 years later, it's clear that all of the experiences I've had at Pace positioned me to do what I love the most with confidence and joy. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight to celebrate the power of a Pace education, something that I've experienced firsthand. And I want to take a moment to thank our incredible sponsors whose generosity has made all of this possible. We have a terrific program lined up, and we're looking forward to celebrating 5 leaders of the Pace University community and honoring their tremendous achievements. I'd like to begin by welcoming to the stage President of Pace University, Marvin Krislov.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. All right, it is great to see you. Thank you, Javon. I am thrilled we are back in a full-fledged, in-person Spirit of Pace Awards. This is the first time in 3 years. I'm thrilled to be in this beautiful room, and I'm most thrilled to have the opportunity to celebrate tonight's exceptional honorees. Pace University is a remarkable institution. For more than 100 years, we have been dedicated to creating opportunities for ambitious, hardworking students of all backgrounds. We believe in the transformational power of higher education, and we are so proud to provide access to that power for many, many students. That is why we are so thankful for the commitment and contributions of the people who enable us to do that work. Barry Gosin, we know Barry has many, many friends and family in the crowd tonight. Barry, who will receive our Lifetime Achievement Award, is a leader in his industry and a leader in this city. And he is also a longtime and dedicated trustee and friend of Pace University. His guidance, his generosity, and his wisdom have been crucial to our ongoing success. Donna Murphy, who will receive our Leaders in Management Award, and Susan Wallach, who will receive our Impact Award, are also wonderful trustees and friends of the university. We rely on their wisdom, and we are grateful for their dedication. Ashu Rathor. All right. who will be honored with our Lubin Alumni Achievement Award, is a stunning example of the kind of career success PACE students achieve. And Li Chao Chen, a professor, yes? A professor in the Seidenberg School of Computer Science and Information Systems, and the recipient of this year's Homer and Charles Pace Faculty Award, exemplifies the kind of faculty wisdom and support that drives our students to their success. Barry, Donna, Susan, Ashu, Li Chao, I want to congratulate you and I want to thank you all for all you do for the university. And to all of you in this room, all our friends, colleagues, and guests here tonight, I want to thank you too. By taking part in this wonderful evening, you are supporting not only this community, you are helping ensure that our students have access to the life-changing power of higher education, and you are making our community stronger. PACE is a special place. We create opportunities for ambitious, hardworking students. Many of our students are first in their families to attend college. Many come from low-income and working-class families. Many come from immigrants. More than 90% of the incoming first-year students receive some form of financial aid. We give all of these students a world-class liberal arts education, which we combine with real-world, hands-on experiences to produce graduates who are ready to succeed in their first jobs, in their careers, and in their lives. That's why we are so proud to be the #1 ranked private university for driving upward economic mobility. By being here with us tonight and by supporting our students, you are helping change lives. Tonight, we have raised more than $1 million. That is extraordinary. Thank you. Thank you to this evening's co-chairs, Photo Agnostopoulos, Mark Beska, Ben Brown, Marty Berger, David Falk, Jeff Gorell, Jimmy Kuhn, and Howard Lutnick. Thank all of you. Thank you to our magnificent Board of Trustees. We so appreciate you. And thank you to everyone in this room. What I ask of all of you tonight is that you remain committed to our students and our life-changing work. We are doing amazing things here. After 2.5 years of the pandemic, we are open, in person, safe and healthy, and succeeding. We do have a dedicated, inspiring faculty and staff, including 4 winners of our Keenan Award for Teaching Excellence here tonight. And I'd like to ask you to stand just so that we can recognize you. Sarah Blackwood, an English professor at Dyson College. Ramon Emilio Fernandez, a mathematics professor. Matthew Marcello, a biology professor. And Chris Ramos, who runs the Lubin program in Arts and Entertainment Management. Sarah, Emilio, Matt, Chris, congratulations. Last month, as Javon said, we held the biggest commencement in our history, bringing together graduates from all of our colleges and schools and all 3 campuses of the last 3 years for a truly joyous day at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in Queens. We are also continuing to invest in our campuses. We are innovating in our programs. We are delivering the college education students need to succeed in today's dynamic job market. Students know the value of their education. Our student body is growing and our application numbers are growing as well. We are also seeing our graduation rates increase, which is a top priority. And I am so proud that our employment rates remain astronomical. Someone's speaking. Remain astronomical, well above national averages. What we do at PACE works. What we do changes lives and strengthens our communities. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your generosity to PACE. Enjoy this great evening. Thank you.
When I was in high school, I met a science teacher who basically became my mentor. I went to him being like, I have no idea what I want to do. I have all of these interests, and I don't know which one to pick to pursue. And he was like, you don't have to pick just one. You can do all of these things and jumble them together and make your own path at PACE.
PACE is an amazing place to come, study, learn, grow.
PACE was just big enough to feel like there was space, but it was also small and tight-knit.
You could form relationships better and faster. Everyone is open-minded.
As we walk through the hallways now, I can just point and just know that there's a friend right there, there's a friend right there, and I think that's what's the beauty of going to school at PACE.
Hi, my name is Faith Brodowski. I'm majoring in digital marketing and minoring in graphic design.
My name is Devin Oriana. I am a student at the School of Law.
My name is Sanaya Dees. I'm a computer science major.
I'm Richard De Dios, and I'm graduating this December with a degree in finance.
There was a lot of trauma and hardship that my family has faced through addiction and alcoholism. Unfortunately, my mother died through liver failure, which was self-induced through a failed suicide attempt. It was difficult losing my mother at the age of 11. At that point, I was kind of unsure as to what was going on in the world and trying to figure out kind of what life is.
I was diagnosed with autism when I was younger. It was accepted that I wasn't going to be able to function on my own, but I worked really, really hard and I did a lot of performing arts and things that pushed me out of my shell.
My parents always emphasized the importance of education. I did well in high school. Once I got into college, I wasn't trying as hard. Up until my mom had cancer. Her death reminded me of the sacrifices that she went through that forced me to see the bigger picture in life.
Growing up has always been difficult. You have this idea of the way that everything is, and you get older and realize it's not that way. You experience things like racism, homophobia, and it changes your worldview. Some people think someone like me shouldn't be here. It's something that I have to fight against.
For a lot of my life, I went through it very solo. It wasn't until I got to college and I was able to start over as my quirky self that I was able to find friends who truly love me for me. The second that I set foot on campus, I knew that this is where I had to be.
Losing my mother was just my motivation to flourish in my own life and how I see fit. I joined the United States Army Reserves, which was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I wanted to continue on to law school, and PACE accepted me. I saw the benefit of having access to New York City. There were so many opportunities to network, to work, to gain internships. Everything about it seemed to fit as to what I was looking for.
I chose PACE because of the great internship programs. Students from the Lumen School of Business and the Dyson College of Arts can intern at Fortune 500 companies. PACE was actually ranked top 5, where they help low-income students go up to become higher average income workers.
PACE has helped me formulate my plans for the future. Computer science is not a very diverse field, so I always feel acutely aware of the fact that I might be the only Black person in the room, I might be the only woman in the room. I went to one of my advisors and she got me this position at Bird Creative Labs, which is a unique opportunity for me. It gives me some real world experience and I've been very honored to be a part of that.
The financial challenges were the most daunting part of the idea of college.
The financial hardships of college was always something that scared me. Growing up and seeing my family struggle financially affected me very deeply.
Once my mom passed, I felt the financial toll immediately. That's when I realized, like, wow.
My father did help me my very first semester of community college. He said that everything else was on me. So I had to work almost full time just to try to keep up. As I was trying to figure out financially how I was going to pay for law school, I was coming up short.
When I got the Henry G. Peterman Endowed Scholarship, I was so surprised. It really helped significantly. It's always nice to feel rewarded. Pressure also comes with that. Pressure makes diamonds. If pressure is on you, that's where your true potential comes out.
I was so fortunate to be granted the John and MJ Rosello Scholarship. I'm going to be able to be financially independent, a lot younger, and be able to take on the world.
I was granted the Glover Memorial Scholarship. I'm actually very honored because it is named after a fellow law school student who is a veteran. The scholarship saved me from withdrawing from school. That's how critical and vital that support was.
I was fortunate enough to win the Riversville Foundation Scholarship. A complete stranger seeing me and thinking that I'm worth that investment, it's very kind and I'm very honored.
I came to law school to help veterans. I am motivated and determined to use my law degree to help those who don't have the voice.
I'd like to see myself as a role model. It's hard to see someone like me going to college for computer science, and I'd like to give some of that back.
The number one thing that I want to do with my life is try to explore the world and see other people's point of view.
I would love to start my own company and be able to give back to PACE and the PACE students in the same way that they have done so graciously for me.
2, my future self, Richard.
Sanaya.
Deb,
Faith.
Remember those lessons you learned at PACE, both inside and outside the classroom.
I want you to remember the life-changing opportunities you were provided, as well as the awesome friends you made along the way.
I hope you're using your pedestal to lift others up.
I am so proud of us, and I hope when you look back at your time at PACE, you're proud too.
Sincerely, Richard.
Deb.
With love,
Faith.
Sanaya.
The stories you just heard show how powerful a PACE education can be in the lives of students. You saw what it meant for those students to receive support from the PACE community, how it gave them the confidence to overcome hardships and pursue their goals. As an endowed scholarship recipient myself, I know firsthand how crucial donor support can be for students who may be struggling. Tonight, we hope you will consider making an investment in the future of PACE students. We ask that you please consider making a donation by simply texting PACE Proud to 76268, the number that you see on the screen and on your menu cards. Before we move on, I would like to share a brief story about the incredible support I've received at PACE. My brother and I faced many financial struggles throughout our time as students. And these struggles began before we even arrived at PACE, when our parents asked us, "Are you sure you want to go through with this? Because we can only take out a loan for 1 year. After that, you're on your own." However, we knew the terrific opportunities that would be available for us at PACE. We knew we had to try. So we attended freshman year, and it was a fantastic experience, but the struggles were immediate. We spent our winter and summer break back home working full-time jobs at a moving company and in a car factory, starting every day at 4 a.m. and finishing long after sunset and getting up to do it all over again, Sunday to Sunday. We weren't able to have much time in contact with our friends or family because we knew we had to work. This is how much a PACE education meant to us. After a long summer of work, our sophomore year was less than 2 weeks away, and we were still coming up short. We reached out to our department head, Grant Kretchik, and shared our struggles and told him we wouldn't be attending PACE our sophomore year. And he quickly jumped into action and advocated for us. Through the help of financial aid and with the support of President Krislov, we were able to secure housing and a scholarship for our sophomore year. The generosity of our community gave us the chance to continue pursuing our education at one of the most outstanding schools in the country, in the greatest city in the world. My brother and I fell in love with PACE because it provided us a family, and we've benefited from the kind of support at PACE that only a family can provide. Now, we're asking you to show other PACE students the same generosity that the PACE community showed us, to step up in support of dedicated go-getter students with big dreams, fighting hard to rise above their circumstances and transform their lives and the lives of their loved ones. Again, please consider making a donation tonight by simply texting PACE PROUD to 76268. Thank you all again for your extraordinary support of PACE students. I am now proud to introduce PACE University Provost Vanya Quinones to present the Lumen Alumni Achievement Award.
Hello, everybody. So excited to be here today. Thank you for being here. I'm Vanya Quinones. I am the University Provost. Nobody knows what I do, so it's good. It is my honor to be representing our great Dean of the Lubin School of Business, Larry Singleton, who is here with us. Larry, are you around? Now let's get to business. I am here to present the 2022 Lubin Alumni Achievement Award. This award was inaugurated on 2018, and the award represents alumnus who is demonstrated a significant achievement and exemplify leadership in the field or vocation. The recipient of the Lubin Alumni Achievement Award must have demonstrated dedication to PACE community. This year honoree has and continue to put his whole heart and soul to our beloved PACE. An exemplary professional and true role model, Ashu Rador, who is unanimously chosen for this recipient award. With over 25 years of professional experience, he looks very young for that, including 20 years at Ernst Young, Ashu is the Global Tax Leader for Ernst Young Global Delivery Service. His team headquarters out of Bangalore, India, operates out 21 cities in 8 countries and employs over 13,000 tax and law professionals. Ashu is currently a member of the Lubin Advisory Board. He works tirelessly to provide support to our students, including career opportunities. Ashu is ambitious, creative thinker, and always looks for ways to bring people together and to foster learning. In 2022, which seems like, the pandemic year, looks like it was yesterday, but it's 2 years ago. During the peak of the pandemic, Ashu identified a need for his team to secure additional training. It was through his passion and creativity that PACE Master for Science in Taxation program was created. This partnership between Ernst Young and PACE simply would not be possible without Ashu's work and vision. This degree program now has served over 2 different cohorts of Ernst Young tax professional who is based in India. With all of this, I would be remiss if I did not mention that Ashu loves and devotion to his family. A proud son, father, and a loving husband. There is no doubt who is in his life continue to inspire him each and every day. Ashu, to be on your company is such a gift, and I want to thank you for everything you do for PACE and for being a role model to our current students and to our amazing alumni community. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge this year's Lubin Alumni Achievement Award winner, Mr. Ashu Rador.
Wow. Thank you, Vanya. Very kind words indeed. Good evening, and thank you for being here today. I'm so honored and humbled to be recognized by Lubin and Pace University today. I have in past years, last 20 years plus, been at Pace and attended award ceremonies. I never knew that I will be on the podium and the receiving end as a recipient. Thank you. Thank you, President Krislau, Dean Singleton, Pace Alumni Office, especially Erica, and entire faculty of Lubin School. Thank you, Mark Pesca, our former EY Global Sector Leader, as well as New York Office Managing Partner, for sponsoring me to put on the Lubin Advisory Board 12 plus years ago, when I was still a senior manager. Pace played a crucial role in life of this young immigrant graduate student, if I can say it that way, who was trying to find his way in America. The opportunity Pace created and many doors it opened is reflected in the fact that before I joined Pace, I was trying to find one interview. Once I joined Pace, I had more than 12 offers, each one better than the previous one, and the challenge was which one to accept. My first paid job was also on campus when Dr. Kathleen Roche, who was the founding member of the Physician Assistant Program at Pace University, recruited me as a student assistant. I was paid $5.50 an hour. In a couple of months, she called me in her office and she said, Ashu, you do a great job. I would like to give you a raise. And it was made $8.75. And before 6 months were over, she had given me a second raise and got me to $12. I boasted my revenue record with interviews and impressed all those and landed a $16 internship at Arthur Andersen. Actually, $18. I just checked my data here. I must thank my mother and late father for supporting me throughout in every way. My mom especially came from India today to attend this event. She has been the fire propelling us forward all the time, if you know what I mean. Thank you again, Mom. My younger brother, Abhishek, who was a summa cum laude graduate of Pace University, he's in India right now, he coached me with full determination to pick CPA track program at Pace. He intensely, relentlessly advised me for joining Pace, and I'm glad that I heard him, and best decision and a career-shaping move for me. Professor Shire's accounting class was my favorite. Professor Barella and Antognini were brilliant in tax. For those who know Dr. Sue Callahan, will know her energy would lighten up the sleeping classroom. Jake Yurkiewicz was a master management professor and Professor Algazar, the solemn, thoughtful intellect. Thank you, Dr. Maxim, Sue Maxim, my co-op advisor, who we are all lucky to have her here among us. She spent tremendous amount of time practicing interviews with me and editing my resume time and time again. The PACE Co-op Office and Career Services, truly a world-class asset. After PACE, rest of my career, my guests present here, my family and my friends, basically, Rich and Robin, Sam and Vera, Jim and Angie, Luis and Janice, John and Alyssa, Mike, McGee, Albert, Jeff, Ramesh, and Ashley, who over past 25 years have become my friends and family, have been instrumental in my journey and shaping my career as a global business leader that I am today. Thank you all. Also, big thank you to two people who are not here. Kate Barton, Global Vice Chair of Ernst & Young, and Alan Lux, our Global TMT leader. Both of them have been my mentors and sponsors, respectively, and got my career to where it is. Alan has COVID, unfortunately. Just yesterday, he tested positive, and Kate is in Monaco at the Entrepreneur of the Year event. Thank you, Trishla, for last 20 years of cooperation, my wife. Support and trust. You know, I will need same for next 20 years. My sister Arshi, if you had not thought of me and Trishla, we would not have met. Thank you for setting me up with your friend. Between two of us, at least one, I am definitely thankful. My young son, Agad Om, who we call Augie, joy of our life, thank you for taking off from school today to be here half day. Dear young Jacob, thanks for accompanying your dad, Jeff, without whose relentless hard work I would not make partner. Thank you. My commitment to PACE has and will continue. After my master's, I have been back at PACE many times for many initiatives, including interviews. In those cozy interview rooms at 40 Park Row, where I was myself interviewed, I met many smart students. Among them, more than 12 years ago, I met a young budding professional, I should say, Yulia Berman. Okay? One of the smartest I have met. We knew she's a star the moment she answered the first question. I'm proud to say that she's a very successful senior manager in our international tax practice, one of the toughest one, and is here among us today. Thank you for being here, Yulia. This is our responsibility to help younger generations move forward. Education and career are best opportunities we can create. I must say, after PACE experience, average becomes extraordinary. I truly believe the value add that PACE creates does not match in many institutes, one of the very rare ones. Many congratulations to Barry, Donna, Susan, and Dr. Chen on your awards. I am humbled to be in your company. You all inspire us. Living example of power of PACE with opportunitas. I've been practicing this, it didn't work. Opportunity us felt all around us. So with that last message, I say thank you all for being here and living the PACE motto. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Mr. Rather, and thank you for everything you do for PACE. Now please welcome Jonathan Hill, Dean of the Steinberg School of Computer Science and Information Systems, to present the Homer and Charles Pace Faculty Award.
Good evening. Sometimes in life you encounter a powerhouse, an intelligent, focused, driven, charismatic, and accomplished person, a special talent. However, it's not that often, in fact, it's exceedingly rare that such a person is kind, caring for and about the people around them, possessing the kind of empathy that lifts her colleagues to support each other with similar kindness, while achieving successes that inspire them to new heights professionally and personally. Our honoree, Li Chao Chen, is such a person. Li Chao came to us in 2003 from Carnegie Mellon with a research background in cybersecurity. Working with her colleagues in our information technology department, she very quickly became an important part of establishing Pace University and the Seidenberg School as a designated by the NSA Center for Academic Excellence in Cybersecurity Education. Her research has been published in internationally prominent journals, and her teaching, she is a gifted teacher, inspired her students to seek careers in government service, working for the three-letter agencies that we know, the FBI, CIA, NSA, DOD, and some agencies that we don't. I do have students that come back to say, Doc Hill, I'd love to tell you where I work, but I'd have to kill you. On behalf of those students, those wonderful Pace University students, Li Chao began applying for funding from the National Science Foundation, the NSA, the Department of Defense, and other federal agencies that are grappling with the very serious challenge that cybersecurity presents to our nation. In a clear sign that our government trusts Pace to train top-notch cyber warriors, Li Chao's efforts have brought in more than $10 million in funding that supports research, but mostly it presents scholarships, funds that stay right here at the university to develop talented young people to study cybersecurity. Li Chao is a full professor, a former information technology department chair, the executive director of our cybersecurity programs, a nationally prominent academic, and an advisor to those same government organizations on cybersecurity education. She, her husband Howard, and their 3 children are a wonderful family and an involved part of the community around our Pleasantville campus. Today, Li Chao is in the midst of a truly, truly incredible career. She has done so much to bring renown to Seidenberg and to Pace, but perhaps her greatest accomplishment, and I think she would agree with me here, is what she has done for our students. When she first came to Pace, we arrived in the same year, I recall watching her tutor a single student in the lab after class. It was striking to see how passionate she was about what she was teaching. And you could see that she was working. I mean, she was sweating, really working to get the student to understand the concepts they were working on together. Years later, millions of dollars in grant awards, with commendations from her peers, she's still working with our students. If you pass by her classroom, you're going to see the same passion and desire to include everybody in our diverse student body with the opportunity to have the great success that comes to Pace students who work for it. Li Chu, on behalf of your friends, colleagues, and mentors at the Seidenberg School, and the many successful students that you have educated at the Seidenberg School, thank you, and my deepest congratulations on receiving the Charles and Homer Pace Award.
Good evening. I'm honored to be this year's recipient of the Homer and Charles Pace Faculty Award. So with many of my colleagues who are here tonight, we are challenged every day by the rapid advancement in computer science and information technology. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, they are applied in many different domains, such as healthcare, marketing, and finance. Cybersecurity has become a top priority of many organizations. As educators, we are always pondering new problems in the complex and interconnected world of computers and the people who are using them. In 1980s, the late computer scientist Robert Morris once said, "The three golden rules to ensure computer security are: do not own a computer, do not power it on, and do not use it." I will add another rule for the era we're in. That is, do not connect to the internet. So in today's world, keeping these rules are ironic and impossible, since we are so deeply rely on computers and the internet for our daily life and work, which has been intensified by COVID. So for companies, it's important to understand and mitigate the risk and threats in their computing systems and the networks. These new problems present a new opportunity for us as educators and researchers for innovation. In the past few years, my work with students and my colleagues at Seidenberg School has been exploring this growing area through various research projects. For example, our group has been working on new user authentication methods, new ways to identify malicious tweets, and studying security risk perception for using cryptocurrency. On the education side, I led the creation of Seidenberg School's Master of Science in Cybersecurity program. This program aims to produce professionals who can solve these emerging security problems in the cyberspace. So I would like to thank my colleagues at the Seidenberg School for being such great peers to work with. They are over there on table 15. So they are wonderful colleagues, and then I'm so fortunate to have them and work with them. In addition, I would like to thank Dean Jonathan Hill for his support and leadership and for fostering a great academic environment for students and faculty. Most importantly, I would like to thank President Krislov and Provost Cornelius and everyone who are here tonight for your continual support of PACE and our students. And at the end, although I told him that I'm not going to send him, but I'm still going to do that, I would like to say thank you to my husband, Howard Shi. Who are so wonderful, and then and we have a great family together. Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Congratulations again, Professor Chen. Faculty members like you are the reason that PACE is such an amazing place to learn and grow, so thank you. In that spirit, I'd like to share a little more about how PACE gave me the perfect platform to find myself as an artist and as a person. When we were growing up, my brother and I knew we wanted to work in the arts, but with career paths like acting, writing, animation, and illustration, the possibilities were endless and hard to choose from. We ultimately chose the right course by enrolling in PACE's BFA acting program. We received an amazing acting education from professors like Grant Krechik, Julie Lawrence, and Matthew Bonifacio, just to name a few. We also enjoyed plenty of hands-on experiences that prepared us for success in our field, such as being backstage during the PACE main stages and being on stage in 2 of the performing arts shows. Our program also encouraged us to explore other facets of our creative lives. One of my favorite courses at PACE was taught by Wendy Kurtzman. She taught a session on creative development that I will never forget. She spoke of the importance of using all of our talents, not just acting, to push us forward as artists. That inspired me to branch out and give life to my other passions like writing, filmmaking, and animation. Her class also prepared me for one of the BFA acting program's most exciting initiatives, the LA Intensive. Jordan and I spent just under a month learning from and meeting with industry professionals of all kinds, from writers, producers, directors, casting directors, agents, and actors. We learned from some of the best about acting, how to audition, and how to survive in the industry. We also learned how to effectively pitch a project, and at the end of our time in LA, our whole class was able to pitch several film, TV, theater, and even podcast projects for a panel of producers. And I'm proud to say that those initial pitches resulted in follow-up meetings when our planes touched back down in New York City. When we finished our final semester at PACE, my classmates and I all had an amazing senior showcase, and many of the students in our class got representation, including me and my brother. Now, thank you. And now that I've graduated, I'm looking forward to staying in the city, auditioning, and continuing to push my creative boundaries. The mentors I've met here at PACE and all of the wonderful projects I've had the opportunity to participate in have changed the course of my life forever. And none of these experiences would have been possible without your generosity. Students just like me from all over the world flock to PACE every year to live out their dreams with the help of this incredible community. We hope you will continue to invest in their futures just as you have done for me and my brother. Now, if you have not done so already, I want to once again encourage you to consider supporting PACE students by simply texting PACE Proud to 76268. This is also a great opportunity to remind you to participate in this evening's silent auction. You can access the items up for auction via the text message you received upon checking into tonight's event. You can also view the brochure you received at registration or stop by the silent auction table in the back of the room. Don't forget to bid on the amazing items we have to offer. There are trips to Napa, wine packages, an exclusive lunch with President Krislov, and much, much more. If you need help submitting a bid, our lovely staff at the back of the room will be more than happy to assist you. The auction officially closes at 8:15. This is an exciting opportunity, so don't miss out. Now, before we take a break for dinner, please join me in welcoming our entertainment for this evening. My friends and current performing arts students, Sabrina Shaw, Gabby Hernandez, and Ricky Francese.
Good evening. My name is Ricky Francis. I'm a rising senior at Pace University in the Musical Theater Performance program. Today I'm here to sing some songs for you. I'm going to start off with some Feeling Good, Mike Bublé. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how River running free, oh, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, oh, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and a bold world for me. And I'm feeling good. Stars, when you shine, oh, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, oh, you know how I feel. Oh, when freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Gabriela Hernandez. I am a rising junior in the BFA Musical Theater program, and it is an honor to be singing here tonight. I'll be singing the song that actually got me into Pace University. This is Spark of Creation from Children of Eden. I've got an itching on the tips of my fingers. I've got a boiling in the back of my brain. I've got a hunger burning inside me, cannot be denied. I've got a feeling that the Father who made us, when he was kindling the pulse in my veins, he left a tiny spark of that fire smoldering inside. The spark of creation flickering within me. The spark of creation is blazing in my blood. A bit of the fire that lit up the stars and breathed life into the mud. The first inspiration, the spark of creation. I see a mountain and I want to climb it. I see a river and I want to leave shore. Where there was nothing, let there be something, something made by me. There's things waiting for me to invent them. There's worlds waiting for me to explore. I am an echo of the eternal cry of let there be the spark of creation burning bright within me. The spark of creation won't let me rest at all until I discover or build or uncover a thing that I can call my celebration of the spark of creation. The spark of creation, may it burn forever. The spark of creation, I am the keeper of the flame. We think all we want is a lifetime of leisure, each perfect day the same, endless vacation. Well, that's all right if you're a kind of crustacean, but when you're born with an imagination, sooner or later you're feeling the fire, get hotter and higher, the spark of creation.
Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Shaw. I am a rising junior musical theater student, and I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for listening. I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. And he kissed me right here, and he said, I'll give you stars and the moon and a soul to guide you, and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out of the life inside you, and a strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left a wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, who asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and an open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you dreams full of days and travel my way and a summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just warm summer rain. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank, who had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank. And then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up and all I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and a fur and a diamond ring. And we'll be married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice, in Paris, in got my yacht. And the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your dinner. Now I'll be singing I Remember by Stephen Sondheim from the musical Evening Primrose. I remember sky, it was blue as ink, or at least I think. I remember sky, I remember snow, soft as feathers, sharp as thumbtacks, coming down like lint, and it made you squint when the wind would blow, and ice like vinyl on the streets, cold as silver, white as sheets, raining things and changing things like leaves. I remember leaves, green as spearmint, crisp as paper. I remember trees, bare as cold tracks, spread like broken umbrellas, and parks and bridges, ponds and zoos, ruddy faces, muddy shoes, light and noise and bees and boys and days. I remember days, or at least I try. But as years go by, they're a sort of haze, and the bluest ink isn't really sky. And at times I think I would gladly die for a day of
Live? There we go. Hello again. I'm going to be singing a song called What Is It About Her from Wild Party. This is a song that I sang for my sophomore evals. So I've been working on it for about a year now. I hope you guys enjoy. What is it about her that makes me want her? What is it about her that turns me pale? Something in her smile, something that I never understand. Her wild abandon, what is it about her that parts the water? What is it about her that hoists the sail? Something in her hair instructing where to touch. Why do I need her so much? This woman makes me cry, this woman makes me burn, this woman's eyes can cut me to the core. This hatred that I see has been reserved for me, and I want more and more and more. And what is it about her that pulls me closer? What is it about her that tips the scale? This girl is all I have, so soft, so fair, so fine, and she's forever mine. This woman builds me up, this woman tears me down, this woman speaks and I can't break apart. Now comes another man, pretending he can win her heart. Well, let him start. What is it about her so slight, so secret? Something in the way she catches the light. Do I hold my own or be alone tonight? What is it about her that jumbles feelings inside? What is it about her that mixes passion with pride? Do I live without her and let her go? How loud must I scream? No!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, Javon Donaldson.
All right. I hope you all enjoyed your dinner, and thank you, Sabrina, Gabby, and Ricky, for a wonderful performance. And if I could sing like that, I would not stop singing. Like, that's incredible. It is with great pleasure that I now welcome Chairman Emeritus and Lubman School of Business alumnus, Mark Beska, who will be presenting the Leaders in Management Award.
Good evening. It's my honor to present our next award to my friend, my fellow classmate, actually my sister, because we were in brother and sister fraternities, the woman who has built Havas Health and You into the largest health wellness communication network in the world. Frankly, I was surprised when Donna asked me to introduce her, as we always threatened each other with compromising pictures of our past. In fact, last year, Donna threw out the first punch when they were honoring me in my finishing or celebrating my completing 8 years as chairman at PACE. So Donna, let's get this over with. There's Donna, second to the bottom, and there's me. I'm being fair, Donna. I'm showing myself with the tie. But what's amazing is Donna has not changed in all these years, still as beautiful as ever. All right, we can take that off now. We all knew as a leader on campus, Donna was bound for greatness. She is the epitome of our PACE motto of go-getters. While I was having fun playing for the PACE University tennis team, Donna always remembered me carrying tennis rackets or an attaché case. I see a lot of young people Googling what is an attaché case. But Donna, along with her good friend Gloria DeRose, were solving the daily issues and vision for PACE, working for the Dean of Students. She was tenacious, with compassion, and everyone's dear friend, with a very witty sense of humor. And today, as Global Chief Executive Officer, Donna leads a team of over 4,000 HH&Y employees in over 50 countries. Her work and leadership are making a tremendous difference in the lives of people all around the world. Donna is someone who knows that her network's biggest strength comes from fostering an environment that focuses on helping others live healthier and better lives and allowing her people to use innovation and creativity to do so. Donna is the epitome of HH&Y's guiding principle of acting with human purpose. She was always asking, how can we as a company improve the quality of life for people? She is a true leader who empowers her team to achieve success, a true PACE go-getter. Donna leads in a way that is grounded, human, and respectful, and in a way that prioritizes the well-being of her team members. She's known to work hard to make personal connections with every member of the HH&Y network because she sincerely appreciates them as hardworking members of the community and as individuals. Donna exhibits that acting with humanity as a core value at HH&Y and gives back to the community and is a pillar that she prioritizes. Under her leadership, HH&Y has launched the Diversity and Inclusion Council, which is made up of 25 senior executives representing roughly 95% of agencies around global organizations. She's also a member of the Leadership Council of Homebase, a Red Sox Foundation, Massachusetts General Hospital, a member of the Coalition for Healthcare Communications Executive Committee, on the board of Futures in Education, and a board member of Project Hope. And of course, as a proud alumna of PACE University, Donna now sits on the Board of Trustees. Donna is a passionate, innovative, and accomplished leader. Through her leadership at Havas Health and You, they have developed a customer-centric approach that has the talent, tenacity, and technology that health and wellness companies, brands, and people need to thrive in today's world. She has revved up momentum among thousands of teammates, creating an energy that has led to remarkable expansion and stellar performance across the globe. With all those accomplishments, Donna's greatest focus is her love of family. Jim, Taryn, Jimmy, and of course her amazing dog, Fitzy. The highest form of compliment came from Donna's kids, who describe her as the most amazing and wonderful supermom. I kept digging and asking, come on guys, there's gotta be something. And so they let me at least come in with a footnote that they would greatly appreciate a shorter version of her comprehensive to-do list, which is a PACE, truly a PACE characteristic. So now let's turn to a video of Donna.
I'm so proud to introduce Donna Murphy and honor her for the PACE University's Leaders in Management Award. Donna and I have worked together for almost 30 years, so it's fair to say I know her quite well. Over these years at Havas Health and Youth, Donna has built the largest health and wellness communications network in the world, with 5,500 employees across 70 countries, with year-over-year record revenue and profitability. She's introduced new DE&I and sustainability initiatives and engineered our new company vision and positioning.
Donna is one of the most focused and driven people I know, while also being an innovator and collaborator. She can rally a team behind a vision like no other and has been the dominant force behind the tremendous growth and success of Havas Health and Youth.
I've had the great pleasure of working with Donna, playing with Donna, and growing up with Donna. And like all good leaders, there's always a center of gravity, a thread that runs through a good leader's character. In Donna's case, it's her true loyalty. Donna was an influential leader in student government at Pace and an equally good friend to all of us all the time. As a mom and a business mentor to me, I've had the honor of sharing my journey as a mother and watching our kids grow up together. At each step along the way, Donna has been a role model to all women in business, without ever assuming that there would be anything else.
Donna doesn't take no for an answer. She'll always find a way to get something done. And it's amazing. I mean, she has that can-do attitude that is really contagious. And she's very generous with her commitment, with her time, with her passion, with her intellect, but also she's a very generous supporter of Project Hope. Donna mobilized her team at Havas of volunteers that took a look at our mission, took a look at our vision, our logo, our branding, and redid the whole thing in such a short time, and it's perfect. It was perfect. It was exactly what we wanted, and she did all of that on her own dime by volunteering and having her team volunteer. She's as genuine as they come, as real of a person as they come.
I am sure that Pace University is proud that one of its own has contributed so much to the well-being of so many and is a great example of a true leader.
Congratulations, Donna. You deserve it, and I hope you enjoy it.
Congratulations, Donna, on receiving the Leaders in Management Award. I love you, sister, business colleague, boss, and most of all, mom and friend.
Wonderful. It's through these many accomplishments that Pace University honors Donna Murphy with the Leaders in Management Award. Please join me in congratulating a well-deserved accolade. Donna.
Well, I thought it was going to be a lot worse with Mark. I think I got off easy. But Mark, you were so good, I'm bringing you on the next pitch. It was amazing. So thank you. So it's such an honor to receive the Spirit of Pace Leaders in Management Award in front of so many respected colleagues and friends, and to be sharing this stage with such accomplished individuals. Those of you who know me likely know how much this honor means to me. So thank you to the Spirit of Pace co-chairs and the entire Pace community for making this happen today. It's incredible to stand before you today. I've actually graduated 40 years ago this year. After graduating from Pace, and reflecting on how that time has shaped so many aspects of my life. I grew up in Brooklyn, if you couldn't pick that up, and come from a family of very strong women. My mom, who was my biggest supporter, was always there to cheer me on. When I was first applying to universities, I was initially going to be a nurse. At the last minute, I took an audible shift and decided to attend Pace for public accounting. Yes, I am one of those people like Mark also. That last-minute decision changed my life for the better, because I got to attend a university that churns out the best financial professionals in the land and taught me leadership skills that would last throughout my whole career to today. Who can imagine that years later I would come full circle and return to the health industry as CEO of what is now the world's largest health and wellness communications network. Life is really incredible that way. But rest assured, once we look at annual budgets, we look at monthly P&Ls, my counting skills never fail me. Right, Gary? I have my CFO here. He can't stand me. I learned so many things in PACE that I carry with me today. PACE provides itself on nourishing its students, providing opportunities for upward mobility. From my humble beginnings, PACE was a turning point in my life, and I will always be grateful for that. I try to reflect that gratitude through my work on the PACE board, other not-for-profit organizations, and in my community overall. The personal connections you make at PACE are some of the pillars that support your business relationships, career development, and personal lives. I would hate to pitch with an audience like you. I was a very active student and heavily engaged in extracurriculars, from associate editor of the yearbook to the day student government, sister of Phi Sigma Beta, as you all witnessed, and working between classes for the legendary Dean Heller, who was the Dean of Students. He was an inspiring and influential mentor for me. Through those experiences, I developed a deep love of learning and a passion for being an active team member in the business world and in the communities where I felt I could really make a contribution. As a leader today, I've benefited from those teamwork, collaboration, lessons, all from my PACE history. The last and third thing I'm going to share is the power of role models and mentors. A good mentor guides you, grounds you, makes you really believe in your potential. I've had several mentors throughout my career and life, but the most important person for me was my mom. Being raised by a strong and resilient Irish mother, you can only imagine. I had the best teacher in the world. After all we've achieved, I'm especially grateful today for my mom and my beautiful family for supporting me through the journey of life. Thanks to the PACE family and to all of you for sharing this recognition and honor with me tonight. Thank you.
Congratulations again on a fantastic career, Ms. Murphy. Now please join me in welcoming Pace University trustee Fotine Agnagistopoulos to present this year's Impact Award.
If I may, I just want to go off script for 1 second here and just say that Javon and the student performers are amazing. I am just so proud of the opportunity to be part of PACE like this. I am especially honored tonight to present the PACE Impact Award to Susan Wallach. There is no one that I have met through my now many years that I admire more than Susan. Simply said, Susan is an exceptional human being. You will never meet another person more committed to helping others. Anyone who works with Susan is in awe of the brain power and the drive that she brings to all that she tackles. She is never unprepared. She always goes the extra mile to make sure she can bring the best she has to any endeavor. And she does it all in a friendly, warm manner with integrity, humility, and a smile. Powered by this extraordinary combination, Susan serves as a model board member at PACE, deeply respected by all of the trustees. She is actually such a valuable board member that I've suggested to her that she impart some of that wisdom to the rest of us and actually write a book on board stewardship. She is one of the best I have seen at navigating the balance between board support and board oversight of the administration. Susan's guidance to the administration and the rest of the board was critical in helping PACE push through these really tough COVID times. And during the critical junctures in the university's strategic direction, Susan pulled the different pieces together into the big picture and helped focus us on the issues most critical to the university's success. While never afraid to say what she thinks, Susan is diligent in bringing the different perspectives to the table to be heard. She actually knows how to bring the human side together with the analytical for us. And with the added bonus of her broad and deep board experience and involvement with numerous universities, trustees, faculty, and administration alike all seek out and greatly benefit from Susan's wise counsel. During Susan's time as the chair of the Development, Alumni Relations, and Public Affairs Committee for the last 5 years, she has helped transform the university's fundraising efforts, working with the administration to build a stronger development strategy focused on the university as a whole, PACE is one, supported by stronger school advisory boards. With Susan's guidance and under the efforts of the development head, Gary Lermer, and his team, and thank you, Gary, for a great event. The university has become much more effective and efficient at raising the dollars to better support our students financially and offer the programs they need for a best-in-class education, raising more than $150 million during her tenure. And with her leadership and in partnership with Gary and team, PACE is now undertaking the largest capital campaign in its history. So get ready, everybody. There's lots of asks. Another major initiative strongly pushed by Susan to better support the university as a whole with improved alumni giving and stronger alumni participation in mentorships, internships, and career development of our graduates of all ages was the establishment of the PACE University Alumni Association in 2019. Susan is one of the most active and dedicated board members any organization will find. In fact, she is the friend you never get to see as often as you would like because she's always busy helping any number of people and organizations that have sought out her valuable guidance. In addition to her chairmanship of the Development, Alumni Relations, and Public Affairs Committee, Susan rolls up her sleeves and digs in on the matters facing the Strategic Planning Committee and the Academic and Faculty Affairs Committee. As well as Susan took on even more responsibility when she served as a key member of the Presidential Search Committee. Susan puts more energy into PACE and her other philanthropic activities than other people put into their jobs because Susan has made it her mission to better the lives of others, particularly those who are less fortunate. Susan's impact on the success of PACE and its students will be felt for decades to come. So now you're going to hear a little bit more about Susan's extraordinary service to other institutions and nonprofits in this short video.
I'm delighted to be able to congratulate Susan Wallach on receiving the PACE Impact Award. Susan is a graduate of Radcliffe College, class of 1968, and Harvard Law School, class of 1971. And she has, since the time of her graduation, dedicated herself to serving the university. As a Radcliffe trustee, Susan played a critical role in the merger of Harvard and Radcliffe in 1999, leading to the creation of the Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study. Susan's many efforts on behalf of many parts of Harvard have been recognized with the prestigious Harvard Medal, awarded for extraordinary service to the university.
Susan has had not one, but two careers. She graduated from Harvard Law School in 1971, at a time when there were few women practicing law and virtually no women partners in major law firms. She managed to maintain a demanding 3-day-a-week legal practice at a major law firm, Schulte, Roth, and Zabel, while balancing work, family, and not-for-profit activities. In addition to her involvements at Harvard, Susan has served on the boards of Trevor Day School, a primary and secondary school, and Deerfield Academy, a secondary boarding school, as well as on committees at Columbia University, New York University, and Louisiana State University.
Susan was not only generous with her time, but up to date and deeply perceptive on all kinds of school issues, faculty assessment and development, curricular and pedagogical trends, admission strategies, disciplinary approaches, fundraising practices, and so many more. I could not have asked for a more insightful or knowledgeable thought partner, a more caring or affirming mentor, or a more inspiring role model. Simply put, Susan is a rock star.
Susan has been a choral singer her entire life and continues to perform, currently with Master Voices. Her love of music brought her to the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, where she serves as vice chair of the board. And her combined love of both music and education has found a home at WNET Group, New York Public Media, where Susan is a trustee and chair of the development committee. And we at PACE are elated to have her in our PACE family and to honor her tonight.
Susan, you have had a significant and lasting impact on higher education, and I'm so pleased to see you honored by Pace University. I send my sincerest congratulations.
Susan, I'm so thrilled for you to be receiving this award and getting this acknowledgement. You're absolutely determined, and I know you'll be successful.
Hearty congratulations to you, Susan.
Susan, it is with great admiration that I present you with the PACE Impact Award.
By now, you've figured out that PACE is not my alma mater. So what am I doing here? Why am I devoting my time and energy to this institution? The answer is simple. It's the mission, which is always described by a single Latin word, opportunitas. In my own life, the opportunities I have had been a product of my education, of the guidance and inspiration of dedicated teachers, and after my father died suddenly, of the generosity of unknown donors who made it possible for me to continue my studies on scholarship. The gratitude I feel has been the impetus for my interest and engagement in the education sector. But why PACE? What does this mission of opportunitas mean? On one level, and the most important level for students and their families, opportunity means a good job after graduation. In our national discussion of education, this is the metric by which institutions are judged. And it's a good thing, because PACE delivers when it comes to job placement. Through internships, alumni mentoring, the opportunity to hold leadership positions in campus organizations, and a personalized advising system called the PACE Path, students are prepared to enter the workforce as productive and knowledgeable participants. But what else does PACE offer? We live in a world of big data where crunching numbers to define goals is common. Salaries and job placement statistics are crucial, but they only give a picture of success in the short term. In my view, education is a continuing process, the success of which can only be measured over a lifetime. This brings me to the second level of opportunitas that PACE offers. By combining job preparation with a liberal arts background, students develop the ability to look at their lives from new and multiple perspectives. The empathy displayed by characters in a novel, the ways in which philosophers have defined the world, the lessons from the lives of historical figures, the structures of nature as seen in a biology lab or on a field trip. These and other learning experiences are intended to inspire and elevate students' understanding of themselves and their world. The goal of a PACE education is to instill lifelong intellectual curiosity and a personal growth mindset. So the preparation here is not only for the first job, but for a career and a lifetime of meaningful work. In a rapidly changing world where most people have multiple jobs, PACE graduates are being prepared to shape the trajectories of their work and personal lives over the long term. I am here at PACE because the combination of the practical and the aspirational that PACE offers is both a key to opportunity in the broadest sense and the direction of American education for the future. I am honored to accept this award and grateful to be part of the PACE community. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Mrs. Wallach. We're all grateful for your far-reaching support of the PACE community. Thank you. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer wanted so badly to be here tonight to help present this year's Lifetime Achievement Award, but he was not able to make it out of Washington. However, he did not want to miss out on the opportunity to share his congratulations with our honoree, Barry Gosin. We ask you to please direct your attention to the screen for a short video message from Senator Schumer.
Hi everyone, this is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to introduce my good friend of so many years, a great New Yorker and a champion of PACE University, Barry Gosin. Barry, congratulations on receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. It is so well deserved and so fitting for someone who has dedicated his life to making our city a better, more just, more prosperous place to live. As you all know, Barry's interest in PACE began with its mission of serving a diverse and vibrant student body. Many of them are the very first in their families to attend college. He joined the Board of Trustees shortly after 9/11 because he knew that PACE had an important role to play in our city's comeback. And over the years, he's been one of our city's strongest forces for good in expanding higher education to those who need the opportunity, and in so many other good causes as well. I've known Barry for a long time, and I know deep down how much he loves New York, how much he loves higher education, and how much he cares about providing the next generation ladders up into the middle class. So Barry, my congratulations and very, very best to you, dear friend, and to Jackie. Thank you both for your decades of service and leadership. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Senator Schumer has it right. Barry, you are a great New Yorker, an advocate for a better and more just city, a champion of higher education, and a champion for PACE University. You are also committed to leading the fight for a more diverse and inclusive workforce in our city. We at PACE know that well, thanks to your generous donation last year that allowed us to create the Barry M. and Jackie Gosin Center for Equity and Inclusion. Barry, we are so grateful to you, and now I'm happy to introduce just a few more of your friends to talk about that.
Barry is tremendously accomplished in many facets of life, including the commercial real estate industry. But you wouldn't know it. He's very humble in his approach to people and to the industry, but he's very committed. He's active in multiple civic and municipal organizations, as well as professional organizations.
The first time I met Barry, after speaking to him for 10 minutes, I thought I had known him for 10 years. I think it's because, one, he's an incredible listener and gives you a chance to tell your story. He asks thoughtful questions. But I saw as someone who is just driven.
He never misses an opportunity to talk about the experience he's had with diverse talent in the industry and how hard he's seen it be for diverse members, people of color, to try to succeed. It was a great opportunity for me when Barry reached out and asked me to help him with the Center for Equity and Inclusion at PACE.
The Barry and Jackie Gosin Center for Equity and Inclusion at PACE. It's critical. One, they're lending their name to an initiative that's so important at PACE and so many other universities. But the idea of focusing on equity and inclusion and making sure that there is the infrastructure to support so many students and, getting a seat at the table is powerful.
My name is Vanessa Bellholm, and when I graduate PACE, I would like to continue my journey into ownership, and what that means for me is looking to purchase multifamily properties and also looking into a career of providing affordable housing. I learned of Mr. Barry Gosin through Project Destined, and I've learned all of the wonderful things that he is doing to support PACE students. Through Project Destined, I was awarded a scholarship and mentorship from one of the managing directors at Goldman Sachs, and I've also had the privilege to expand my network.
He sets his sights on a goal and he runs through any hurdle that's put in front of him. I think that's an inspiring message for any of our young people to have a range of different hurdles, whether it's race or gender or other items. He shows them that you set your sight on a goal, you bring people together and work towards achieving it, and you will be successful.
Barry, I'm so proud to see that you are being acknowledged for all of your efforts and all of your commitment through these years, and particularly this Lifetime Achievement Award from PACE University.
Barry, congratulations on receiving the PACE Lifetime Achievement Award. It's an incredible honor, and you are so well deserving of it, and I look forward to celebrating you for this and for many other awards to come.
Congratulations, Mr. Gosin, for receiving the PACE Lifetime Achievement Awards. You truly deserve this, and I just wanted to express my heartfelt congratulations and thank you.
Barry, we are so pleased to call you a great friend and trustee at PACE University, and it's my great honor to present you with PACE University's 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award.
I'd like to thank all of you for coming here. We know we all have busy schedules, so I really appreciate it. But more importantly, I want to thank you for staying. How old do you have to be to get a Lifetime Achievement Award? I don't know that I passed that. I thought I was too young to get a Lifetime Achievement Award. I still have some gas left in the tank. I'm going to make my speech very brief. You'll all be happy. Good night. So, of course, I'm not going to name Ashu. I'm not going to name all the people that came from Newmark because we'd be here for another hour. But I want to thank all the Newmark people that are here. I appreciate it. Many I would have never expected, but I really do appreciate your being here. I also, there is somebody here who deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award. One person in the room. And that's my wife, Jackie. Yesterday was my 47th anniversary. So, she deserves an award. And then, one of the reasons I accepted this, and I said, well, wouldn't it be great to bring my grandkids? Because the only thing they know about me is that I sit on a couch, I fall asleep, and I drool. So this is kind of my other life. You know, I'm very lucky and I'm very blessed, and I really wake up every day thinking how blessed I am and how great life is, and of course, getting to the matter at hand, pace. Enough has been said about pace. I will not say that much more, but I will say one word which has been bastardized here tonight: opportunitas. Ashu opportunitas. You know, when I decided to join the PACE board, I really thought about what an incredible opportunity, what an incredible institution it is, and what a great service it does to the New York and really the whole region. What it does is it provides opportunity and chance for people to succeed. What many people don't know is that 50% of the population of PACE identify themselves as people of color. And 50% of the population is also first-generation Americans. And that really excited me as something that was important, in particular for life in general and for providing service, but for New York, certainly after 9/11, and certainly, as you could see from everything said here, the people and the impact that it's made on those people who are board members who've gone to PACE. You know, PACE is committed to guiding students, providing a foundation and helping them imagine a future for themselves, and most importantly, teaching them real-world skills. 97% of the master's students are employed within 6 months. 93% of the students that graduated from PACE are employed within 6 months. It's a professional school doing what college should do, providing professional education for a purpose to get people jobs. I was so excited about setting up the center and working with Project Destin and other people that I've had the good fortune of being involved with to create a center that will provide opportunity for people of color to experience the real estate business. Like everybody, whether you have a mentor, you have something that impacts you, a moment in time when you're young, and you witness something that changes your whole life. I just hope that the same way that I had those opportunities and I had those moments, that the people who are involved with the center will get those moments and get those opportunities. And so when Marvin asked me to accept the award, and most of the people who work at Newmark realize I don't do this. I don't like to impose on my friends. It is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and effort. But the fact that the money being raised is going to the Center for Diversity and Inclusion is really important to me, and an example for my family and for my company that hopefully our company is spending more time on civic involvement, and this is one of the many opportunities that I've had a good opportunity to be involved with. So what I have realized in many of the things that I've done is that, in my view, the best way to achieve social justice is through economic opportunity. And that's really the be-all, end-all, and that is what PACE is all about. So if I can be a small part of PACE and its effort to create opportunity for those who need to be exposed to those opportunities, then that will be incredibly satisfying for me. So I really, my deep felt gratitude for all of you who've come out tonight. I really do appreciate it. I know it's a hardship. There are many choices of where you could go and what you could do or spend time with your family. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for staying, and it's now time to leave.
Congratulations again, Mr. Gosin, and thank you for inspiring us all to reach higher in pursuit of our ideals. Tonight has been a wonderful celebration of the best the PACE community has to offer, as exemplified by our 5 honorees. Please join me in giving them one final round of applause. Before we go, we'd like to remind our silent auction winners to please pick up your items as you leave. Thank you all again for your steadfast support of PACE and for attending this year's Spirit of PACE Awards dinner. Good night, everybody. And now, enjoy one last performance from our incredible PPA students.
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Gabriella.
And I'm Sabrina.
And right now, we'll be performing a song you might very well know.
It's called Happy Days, Get Happy. Forget your troubles and just get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining. Come on, get happy. Love is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah. And just get happy. We're going to the promised land. We're heading across the river. Soon your cares will all be gone.
There'll be no more from now on.
From now on, forget your troubles and just get happy. You better chase all your blues away. Shout hallelujah and just get happy.